Some people don't break your life all at once. They wear it down quietly. One conversation, one comment, one bad evening at a time. And by the time you notice, you have already started shrinking to fit. Toxic people can be dangerous to our peace, our confidence, and our personal growth. And it is rarely dramatic. It is not always shouting or obvious cruelty. It is the fact that being around them costs you something every single time. You walk in steady, and you walk out second-guessing yourself. You rehearse conversations before they happen, and replay them long after they end. Peace, confidence, growth. These take years to build, and they are exactly what constant negativity erodes first. But before we go further, one honest distinction. Difficult is not the same as toxic. A difficult person is hard to deal with and knows it. They can hear you, they can adjust, they apologize, and the apology changes something. A toxic pattern is different. You raise the same issue, in the calmest possible way, and nothing moves. The test is not how uncomfortable the conversation is. The test is whether anything is different afterwards. It usually shows up in 4 familiar patterns. First, constant negativity. Nothing is ever good enough, no plan will ever work, and slowly, nothing feels good to you either. You stop sharing your wins because you already know how they will land. Second, manipulation. Your guilt becomes their tool, and you find yourself apologizing for things you never did. Third, criticism, dressed up as honesty, but aimed at who you are, not at what you did. Real feedback gives you something to work with. This kind just leaves you smaller. And fourth, unnecessary conflict. Small things turned into storms until you are permanently braced for the next one. Watch for the pattern, not the single bad day. Everyone has bad days. Not everyone makes you the reason for theirs. Here is what makes this so hard to see. None of it drains you in a single day. It is a slow leak, not a rupture. You lose a little energy on Monday, a little confidence on Thursday, and by the end of the month, you cannot point to one thing that went wrong. So you assume the problem must be you. You decide you are too sensitive, too much, not strong enough. And that is the moment it becomes dangerous. When you stop asking whether they are being unfair and start asking what is wrong with you. But here is what most people get wrong. You do not have to hate them. You do not have to expose them, argue with them, or win the final argument. Fighting keeps you tied to the exact thing that is draining you. Every round of conflict is more of your energy spent on them, and you will not get the apology you are waiting for. That is the hardest part to accept and the most freeing. Sometimes the healthiest response is not louder, it is quieter. You simply create distance. Distance is not punishment, and it is not revenge. It is maintenance. You can genuinely wish someone well, and still not hand them your evenings, your attention, and your peace of mind. And distance has more than one setting. It can be a shorter conversation, a slower reply, a subject you no longer bring up. It can be seeing someone only in groups, never alone. And yes, sometimes it is a closed door. Not every exit needs a speech. You are allowed to simply become less available. Now, what if you cannot leave? Family, a manager, someone you share a home or a child with. Then you change the surface area instead. Keep the topics narrow. Keep the visits time-boxed, with a real ending you decided in advance. Share less, not because you are cold, but because information you share becomes material they can use. Answer, but do not defend. Explaining yourself again and again is how the drain stays open. You cannot always control the relationship. You can almost always control the dose. And protecting your peace is not arrogance, it is recognition. Your time is finite, your energy is finite, your attention is finite. Not everyone deserves unlimited access to them. Think of your life in circles. At the center are the few who have earned depth. Further out, people you are warm with but not open with. And that is not cruelty. That is structure. Access is earned, it is not owed. So choose deliberately. Stay close to the people who respect you, who encourage your growth, and who bring clarity into your life instead of chaos. The ones who are glad when things go well for you, without needing to compete. Here is a simple test. After a conversation, do you feel taller or heavier? Keep the people who leave you clearer than they found you. Your peace is not a luxury. It is the ground everything else is built on. Your work, your health, your relationships. Protect it early and protect it quietly. Guard it carefully